Hopefully it's zoomed in. Hopefully this is zoomed in good enough. I'm doing this video for a friend who is going to be using a large hook like this 8mm and wants to make a scarf for her child. You're going to need a slip knot. This is what's called a slip knot. I don't know how far advanced she is, so we're going to take this beginner status, slow, and we're going to work through it. The way you can make it, there's several ways. One easy way for beginners is to start with looping it around your fingers. Bring the loop back behind the first loop. Reach in, grab that loop, pull it through, let everything slide off, but make sure you're holding onto that loop. Make sure you're holding both ends and pull. Makes a very simple slip knot. And then I tighten it down or loosen it up as I need to. Insert my hook, bring it in just a little closer, just not too close. You want to leave a little bit of space. And we're going to chain. Chaining is just yarning over, grabbing it inside the little cuff of the hook, pull it through. That's a chain. I'm not going to make the size of a full-sized scarf, but I will make something very similar where you can add more chains as necessary to get it to the desired length that you want. If you make this chain really long, you'll be going back and forth and you'll make long vertical lines into your pattern. If you do it short, you'll wind up having to repeat back and forth more, and it will make your horizontal look for your scarf. Here I've chained 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I'm going to go up to 13, 11, 12, 13. I'm going to yarn over, and I'm going to count down 1, 2, 3, and then come down to the 4th ring. I'm going to take that yarn over and I'm going to insert it into my loop, into my chain. Grab up a loop by yarning over and pulling it through. That gives me 3 on my hook. Yarn over, pull through 1, 2, yarn over, pull through 1, 2. That is a double crochet. We're going to do it all the way down. Yarn over, insert into the next stitch, pull up your loop, yarn over, pull through 1, 2, yarn over, pull through 1, 2. And you're going to continue doing that all the way excuse me, to your last stitch. And just so this video isn't super long, I'm going to go ahead and speed up a little bit, and you can go back, pause, replay as you need to in order to see what I did if for some reason I failed to keep you up and current with where I'm at. Now, using a large hook like this, it's easier for some people to grip it, but it will make your stitches bigger. It can expedite finishing a project, but sometimes it's not the desired look. That is the reason why you'll find that a lot of videos, a lot of yarn schemes will recommend a certain size hook for either the pattern or for the yarn, and so you get that best look possible. Alright, so there we've just gone down the full row and done nothing but double crochet. You're going to chain up 1, 2, 3. Now some videos will tell you to do 2, some will tell you to do 3. Depending on your project, depends on which is better. Turn your work, yarn over. This one is connecting for that one, so we need to go for this one. Let me show you. See how this lines up with this one? So now we need to work for the next one. So we're not going to use this spot. We're going to go to the next spot. I'm going to yarn over. Like I said, we're skipping this one and we're going into the next one. Insert, pull up both, that little V-stitch, pull up both of those, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And you're going to continue the same way. Pull up through both of these. When you insert your hook, make sure you're going under both. Yarn over, pull through 2, 2, yarn over, under both, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, insert under both, yarn over, pull through 2, 2. And you're going to continue doing that all the way to the end of your row. Now you can use, oops, my stitch came out. You can use fabric or yarn needles to sew in the tails at the end of the project. And as you do more projects, you can actually crochet over the top of it, and that will go ahead and hide that tail, helps to secure your work as well. And there we have 2 rows. Now I'm going to change the size of my hook just so you can see the value of choosing the size hook you want for the look you want. Now on this particular one, it is going to tell me that this is 4 weight, and for the crochet hook it wants a 5mm. I don't know how the camera is going to reflect that, but on this label, that's where you find all that information. So I'm looking through my hooks for a 5. There we go. Oops. And there's the difference. There's the 5, and there's the 8 that I was using at the beginning. So yeah. Let me use the 5, and I'm going to do one more row with you. This is where we stopped. I'm going to insert my hook, tighten down my loop just a bit, still leaving space so that I can work with it. And I'm going to chain up. 1, 2, 3. Turn my work, yarn over, not working into the one that's already lined up. I'm going to the next one. Insert under both, yarn over, pull up the loop, yarn over, pull through 1, 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, go under both, pull through 2. Still doing a double crochet all the way down, 1 in each stitch. This is one of the simplest and somewhat quicker ways to make a scarf. The pattern is very repetitive, quite simple. As far as some of the scarves go, they can get quite complex. Now I'm going to get ready to end. If you look at this, see how I have 2 rows? But when I look at these guys, let me pull that out, and I'm looking to see what's lining up. So that one goes with that one, that one goes with that one. I can pull all the way across, and I can check, see if I have one for each one, and I don't. I'm missing one right there. So you see how I can pull my work apart and kind of look at it? This is the area where we chained up. So at that top chain, we're going to need to put 1 more double crochet. Yarn over, at that very top chain, insert your hook under the 2, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. To tie off at the end of your project, once you've done as many rows as you want, the way I generally do it is I yarn over after I've closed it off and done my last stitch. I yarn over, pull it through 1 more time, which would be a chain 1, pull this up, I grab my yarn and tighten it down, and then I cut my yarn right there, pull it all the way out, and then that's tied it off. And you can see the stitch difference as far as using a larger one versus a smaller one. It's not a whole lot of difference, but it does make a difference once the project is complete. To get rid of the tails that are hanging out, you can use something like these guys. can see that. I prefer these now. I used to use these. They tend to get, or they don't want to go down the yarn. They kind of snag a little bit. They don't pull the yarn, but it feels like it's snagging. I prefer to use these. They glide so much easier. And the way I've been doing it, instead of threading it first, I actually like to insert my needle, and wherever I want to weave it through into my project, I'll do that first until I get all the way as far as I can go without losing my needle. And then I'll grab that little tail and I'll twist it, kind of give it a point almost, smoothing out all the little fuzzies, and I'll hold it just as close to the end of it as I can. Then I'll insert it into my needle, and of course, since this is on camera, it wants to be a little bigger. Get it in there semi close to the end. You see how it frayed. Find my little tip there and pull, and this guy it glides so much easier through my project. And once I've done that, I give it a little tug, kind of make everything look even and smooth. Then I'll go to my little tip and chop him off, and that gets rid of my little tail. Alright, hope this helps. If you have any questions, put them down below and I will help you as best I can. Smooches!